in heat. Oh yeah, it's hot. It's hot as balls. Hot balls. Get this dash taken apart, and then we'll have more of an interesting stream. But let's get this dash disassembled first. Yeah. Thankfully, this dash is missing a lot of screws, so it should come pretty easy. Not water, but it's second best. Yeah, it's going to be a dehydrating type of day today. Holy moly. Alright, we need to get this unplugged. Now we can remove this. Holy moly, it's hot. I'm gonna spill my coffee. Goodness gracious. All right. Now we're going to attempt to feed the cable out of the cab. I'm going to get y'all a upper angle here. I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to leave it like that. Thank you. Okay. Guess that's about as good as I can get. Grab my cable and we'll start feeding it out of the cab. Separate this. Fish our cable out. hardest part is getting this damn connector out of the grommet. Once it's out, it's not too bad, but get something to kind of push it from the top. So it is feeding out, which is kind of good. A little tight because there's another 6 wires going through the same grommet, but if I could just get the connector out enough where I can grab it from underneath, I could probably just pull the rest of the slack from the bottom. And this is the engine cubby, the doghouse underneath this, so we do have to be careful, obviously, of moving parts, fan blades, and hot stuff. Cable is like 40 feet long, maybe 30, 25, so fishing it 1 inch at a time. Not the fastest, but alright, let me go look out there and see if I got enough slack to grab it. Is the camera still good? Yeah. Woo, hot! Cable on the other side. I'm going to put this up here where it doesn't get stuck as I'm pulling it, because this is a tight hole. A real tight hole, guys. So the way these work, you got like 4 grommets, 1, 2, 3. So you just kind of got to pick one and push through it. Alright, let me try to pull it from the outside. When the wires pop out, it'll make it difficult to fish. We only really need to pull about another 2 feet through. Alright, that should be enough slack out. Now we're going to get, this is the relay obviously, this is going to be the event trigger 2-pin. That connects to the gateway, so whenever the arm moves and the sensor actually triggers, it goes through here, triggers the relay, which triggers the gateway DVR to start recording the actual trash pickup from the front end loader. Basically, this PSV circuit only needs to be connected through this 2-pin, which is, you know, hardwired into the gateway, and then you got an ignition and a common ground here. We'll snip these ring terminals off and put some smaller ones on, and we will connect it to our ignition source and ground. I'm about to go grab some ring terminals. I'll take you guys with me. We can go get that. We'll get this finished up and get our sensor installed, cab flipped over, and our wire in. And we got 2 more to do after this, and we're done with the site. So. The shop foreman here, he owns a jet ski. I really want to see if he'll let me meet up with him this weekend and go ride on his Sea-Doo. He's got a supercharged Sea-Doo. All these Hispanic guys are so cool. Have a good weekend. Me too. Me too. I went to Clearwater Beach and hung out with the Scientologists. Learned a lot about the Sea Org and how to get touched by older men if I were an underage kid, because they do a lot of that in Scientology, but that's beyond the point. I don't know what's worse, the Catholic Church, Scientology, or genocidal Zionists. I don't know. It's a tough toss-up. Which one's worse for society? Goy gang, baby. We're in the Goy army. 10 million strong. Let's use the monitor as a phone mount. There we go. Get a nice angle for that ignition connection. Goy gang, goy in, baby. You know how we do it. We ain't no elitist Zionists around this bitch. I think everyone is a human and everyone deserves life. liberty and the pursuit of bullshit. Can you imagine being in the U.S. military right now and being like just a expendable pawn for these elite psychopaths that are dragging us all into war? Wouldn't that be like a wild job to have? Alright, where's our 2-pin hiding at? Whoever did the install before ran it. Just need to see where they ran it to. Like an Easter egg hunt. Could be here. No. There's our CAN bus connection we're going to need. But first we need to find this 2-pin. If I were a mediocre installer, where would I hide it? Where would I ran it to if I was a mid-tier installer? Right here. I bet that's it. Things running up here. Nope, that's the antenna. Alright. Where's the event button? There it is. The event button's right here. Should have. Let's see. Here. Here. I think I can't really see what I'm doing right now. It's alright. I'll fix that in a second. Ah, found it. Alright. That is the 2-pin I was looking for. Don't spill my wawa! My coffee, man! I'll clean that up in a second. Alright. You need to plug in here. Alright. Well, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Put a zip tie on you in a second. Now, let's handle this ignition and the ground. Listen, Samsung, if I wanted a shit flying phone, I would have ordered an iPhone, alright? Where'd my crimpers go? Did I bring my crimpers into the shop? Nope, right here. Okay. Maybe I guess. Fix it in a second. Goy gang, baby. We're the Goy army. We're the Goy militia. For those of you who don't know, Goy is a slur that's used by Israeli people to pretty much call anybody that's not Israeli or a Jew lesser than. It's a slur very commonly used by Jewish people, but honestly, I think any slur coming from a Jew is kind of just like a funny joke. Because, I mean, if you had that much blood on your hands, I don't know if I would even be making jokes, you know what I mean? Modern day Nazis. Modern day Nazis. Can we get a regime change in Israel or not, dude? Are they just, going to drag us into wars trying to, assassinate presidents and all the chiefs of staff, head generals, to put somebody in favor of the Jewish state in power, right? Can you imagine? Oh, we need a regime change in America. Fucking stupid that sounds. Who the fuck do we think we are? We're not some good guy in the world. We're responsible for more innocent murders and bomb droppings than any other country in the fucking world. Not to mention, we sell all the missiles and bombs that most of the other people are using to drop on people too. Good old industrial militarized complex. That's why I'm no longer capable of thanking my servicemen. Because they didn't service me, they serviced the politicians. We'll let the politicians tell them thank you. They didn't do a fucking thing for me. They didn't keep me safe. Don't fucking do shit. If shit goes down, I guarantee you, the people I'm not counting on to save me, it's the military. They're not gonna do shit. You know, one good thing the military's done for me, and it wasn't even active. It was the fucking, what was it? What is that branch called? Fuck. Hold on. Not the Corps of Engineers. What was it? Not Coast Guard. What the fuck am I thinking of? Hold on, I gotta think of this. It'll drive me crazy. Whoever the people are, the National Guard. The National Guard did do something for me. They came and rescued me in a truck out of the 4.5 feet of water that my house was currently undergoing. And, you know, which was also caused by weather modification. So they didn't really do me many favors, to be honest. But, you know, I do appreciate the boat ride. That was, or truck ride, or whatever you want to call it. Size. What is that, 9 mil? I mean, yeah. Thanks for your service, I guess, for sitting in an air-conditioned room and dropping bombs on people that didn't do anything to you. Yeah, I guess. Thanks. Thanks for dropping napalm on the Vietnamese. And thanks, you know. Thanks for testing napalm in Florida, where most Floridians don't even know that it was ever tested in Florida. Nor do they know what part of Florida it was tested in, you know, thanks. And thanks for dragging us into multiple Middle Eastern wars that really only was about fucking oil, land, and regime changes. Thanks for taking all my freedoms and digital privacy away with the staged 9/11 attacks and Building 7 that the American government blew up. Thanks, you know. Thanks for your service, man. Thanks so much for your service. Oh, you guys are just heroes, man. Oh, when you put that military uniform on for that paycheck and that free schooling, I mean, thanks for your service. Thanks a lot. I don't know what I would have done without you guys, man. I guess live in peace, you know? Fuck. Oh no, of course no. We would just be getting blown up daily without our military, right? You know, maybe we wouldn't have as many fucking enemies as we do if we didn't bomb a whole bunch of countries and go in with the fucking CIA and fucking fuck shit up trying to be secretive about it, you know. Thanks for your service, I guess. Yeah, you know, and sad unfortunate truth is I have a lot of military servicemen in my family and servicewomen and people that retired from the Air Force and Navy and Army, but to be honest with you, I mean, that shit didn't do shit for me, dude. Didn't do nothing for me. I mean, I have relatives that have like PTSD and fucking mental problems, I guess. I mean, thanks, military, for that. Thanks for your service. No, I'm just joshing. There's some good people in the military, but most of them are douchebags. Most of them just want to go overseas and kill somebody. Most of them are just, you know, fucking they got bullied in school, so they want to have some sense of authority and join some type of force to feel some type of brotherhood. They can watch those same brothers die and come back with PTSD and suicidal thoughts and
You know, what happened recently? Didn't a military serviceman do that terrorist attack in New Orleans, or the one that blew up that Tesla in front of Trump's building? Wasn't that a service? Wasn't that a... Well, thank them for their service too, I guess, right? Because the military has such a great impact on young minds, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh, thanks for your service. Thanks for your service. I'm so glad I didn't vote in this past election. So glad I didn't vote. You know, the sad thing was, no matter who you voted for in the past election, both candidates are loyal to Israel. Both candidates would have dragged us into this war. So it really doesn't fucking matter who you voted for. There was going to be bloodshed no matter. Because honestly, guys, if you really think about it, your vote doesn't count anymore. You got blue over here, you got red right here. You put blue and red together, what do you get? You get purple, okay? Purple can represent whoever you want it to represent, but I'll just throw two words in there: secret society. Why do you think Hillary Clinton was at fucking Donald Trump's wedding? You think she was there just by coincidence? You think she was there because she's a good person, or because Donald Trump and her were enemies? No. These fucking people are working hand in hand behind closed doors. They give you the optical illusion of choice. It's an optical illusion. You have no choice. They're going to do what they're going to do, no matter who you think you voted for, who's in the position of power. No more fucking Middle Eastern wars. We've seen enough dumb fucks, you know. I mean, I hate to say it, overprivileged, obese, lazy fucking white people and Jewish people starting fucking wars that they're not gonna fight. They're not gonna be anywhere near the conflict because they're fucking cowards. You know who needs to go fight the war for Israel? Every dumbass Christian I've seen in the comments section of YouTube saying, I stand with Israel. I stand with Israel. Oh, I stand with Israel. No, you don't, fat ass. You sit on your fucking couch like the lazy coward that you are and do absolutely nothing. The same fucking losers praying to God through a comment section on YouTube. Yeah, like God's fucking reading the comment section on fucking YouTube. How fucking retarded do you have to be? Oh, guys, can you pray for me? You don't even know my name or what I look like, but pray for me in the comments section because, man, times are really tough right now. The rapture's coming soon. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to pay any of my bills or take care of any of my responsibilities because Jesus is going to come down in his spaceship and suck me up into the space and get me out of this mess. He's going to save me from all the problems that I've caused in my own life. Because I'm worthy. I've lived a good life. I have to go to heaven because that Watchman guy on YouTube said I was. Come on, man. Where's my free ride? Alright, we gotta test the CAN bus now. So let's do this. Like that. And then we're going to put that right there. We're going to turn the key on. Well, thank you for your service. Oh, thank you so
Location,
much.
coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs out 20.
Thank you for going overseas and running over those innocent children because your general said you couldn't stop the convoy truck and you got to keep driving no matter what. Even if there's a kid that's running across the street, you're just going to have to run him over. True story. True fucking story. Can't tell you which soldier it was, but I worked with him. He about cried in my arms telling me that story when I was like 21. Poor dude. Had to kill a kid because his fucking general said don't stop the truck. All he had to do was slow down for fucking 10 seconds and let the kid cross the street. But he couldn't do that because he was following orders. Imagine going home with a fucked up head because you got some cocksucking white overprivileged cuck telling you can't stop the truck no matter what. Fuck that shit. Let me take a picture real quick. Phone overheated. Sorry guys, it's hot as balls in here. I'm just testing the CAN bus right now. Let me grab one more picture real quick and then I'll come back. Alright. So yeah, this is basically what the computer looks like while it's talking to itself. Each one of these code lines controls a different item, I guess you could say. Ones we're looking for is that 00300 code and our 00400 code, which means we've got the right connector. So we tee into this. The CAN resistor, this is the terminating resistor, plugs into the other side of the T harness or Y harness, and then our actual device will plug into here once I unplug my tester. So we've got good CAN bus. Our resistance, CAN terminal, let's see, go back. Measurements, the CAN termination, you got a threshold, I think it's 40, anything over 40 ohm and under 120 ohms. 60 ohms is pretty much perfect, that's where we're at. So we're reading 60 ohms resistance, that's what we want. Now that we got that connected, our ignition and our grounds are both connected right there. All we need to do is install the camera in here on the dash, and then we'll finish running that cable that I dropped out of the cab earlier. So that being said, we'll go ahead and flip this down. Get it kind of where it needs to be. There. Yeah, okay. And then our camera is going to install on here. We're going to switch sides, go to the other side of the truck. Let me flip the camera. Okay. Really shouldn't be chugging this coffee, I should be chugging water, but YOLO! Mocha Mint from Wawa. You can get the big XL cup. I want to say it's like $4 or $5. Way better than Starbucks, and you're not giving money to a bunch of dumbass retards that run Starbucks. A bunch of fruitcakes. I don't even know how Starbucks is still a company. They wouldn't be a company wasn't for all those dumbass rich fucks in California. Giving them $10, $20 a day for something they could make at home. Coffee's not even that damn good. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drill our holes. Camera. The day I know that America is in a good place, I'll tell you in a second. I will finish that in a second. The way we know America's in a good place and that the people are in a good place and some type of solidarity is the day we start seeing Americans actually sticking together and boycotting some of these bullshit ass businesses that have been allowed to stay in business for far too long under the leadership of fuckers like Trump and Biden. Because no matter what side of the coin you're on, they're both all for the greedy corporations to suck the life out of every mom and pop, locally owned shop. That way they can make their 3% on the dollar. Their backdoor investment. When I start seeing Americans stick together and putting companies out of business, kind of like what happened with Bud Light for like a month, and then, you know, all the fucking retards started buying Bud Light again. I don't remember if it was the Hispanic people or what, but I don't know how you give some of these companies a second chance, dude. When you fucking boycott something, you boycott it for good. You don't go back in a fucking month and start giving them your money again. But most Americans lack something called like willpower. On that note, the thing I was struggling with for fucking years, cigarettes, I have finally quit smoking cigarettes. I'm over a week now. I don't think there's any looking back. I quit far too late. I should have quit sooner, but this was that lack of willpower. Finally got my shit together and quit the cancer sticks. And if you're still smoking cigarettes, I would recommend you do the same thing. The main thing that convinced me to quit was that I wanted to have more years with my 6-year-old daughter. Why am I giving these greedy corporate fuckers $20, $15 a day for something that's fucking killing me, dude? Didn't even like relieve my stress. If anything, it just created more stress. Every time I smoked another cigarette, I knew I was taking years off my fucking life. How is that like some type of stress relief? But that's what we do here in America. We support the fuckers that are trying to kill us. We love to support the fuckers that push population control and shit like that, you know. That's why Bill Gates is still such an influential, powerful person in America. Because the politicians are all taking that fucking nice ass fucking bonus check. None of them want to call these greedy fucks out. Bill Gates is just an example, you know. Here's another one. How are people still watching Steven Spielberg movies? Fucking child rapist. Fucking predator. And y'all still pay to go see his fucking films? Shame on you. Fucking piece of shit. I tell you right now, my mom's one of the worst ones. She'll love to give Hollywood her fucking money. And she's broke, struggling to pay her rent. Is Hollywood giving her shit? Fuck no. Just an escape from reality. That's all that fucking bullshit ass Hollywood entertainment's good for. Is fucking your kid's head up and escapism. I'd rather like go skateboard or open some Pokemon packs, you know. Big dog status. Like, this is a fucking rant stream, huh? Thank you for your service. Thanks. Thanks for your service. You guys are great. Thank you for your service. I just hope you don't become Israeli pawns, turn into, you know, some kind of secondary genocidal army for Israel. This fucking Iran war distraction from the fucking slaughter that's going on in Palestine. Imagine like being an ally to the same people that have killed like 40,000, 30,000 innocent children. Imagine being an ally to that. You fuck call it what you want. You can have all the people tell you, thank you for your service. You're still going to hell. You know what I mean? Like, what good is a thanks for your service when you're going to hell, dude? I don't think it really balances, you know? That's just my opinion. What the fuck do I know? I just work on trash trucks. Crazy thing was, dude, I was like a week away from going to basic training. I was like 18 or 19. I went down to the Air Force and took my ASVAB and scored really high. They're going to start me as an E3 straight out of basic, going in for avionics. I've probably been working on drones or some kind of bullshit ass coward fucking technology that allows some douchebag to sit in the AC fucking controlled trailer and drop bombs on people 2,000 miles away with no chance of any repercussions, you know? That's the real heroes right there. Be dropping bombs on people from thousands of miles away. Man, thanks for your service. So yeah, I didn't go through with it. Something in my stomach. I was at MEPS in New Orleans. Took the physical, took all the tests and shit. Had this feeling in my stomach like, don't do it. You gotta leave. You gotta get out of here. Don't do it. Don't do it. And so I called my recruiter. I said, hey, change of mind. Hopped in my car, drove home to Baton Rouge. Never looked back. Now, would have that given me a much better jump start in the future? Definitely. I would have had a lot of benefits and free schooling, college, all that shit would have been free. At the same time, how fucked up. Sorry guys, phone overheated. Thank you for your service. Oh, damn, it's hot. Daniel is fucking hot. Power off by lock. Alright. I think we've got everything done in the doghouse. Now we're gonna have to lift the old Kabarooski up and finish running our cable. Whew, sheesh, it's hot. I mean, I almost joined the military. Maybe I should thank myself for my service. Alright. Just an embarrassment, dude. I'm just grateful I'm not in the military, and I'm grateful I'm not in the military at this current moment. I cannot imagine. What a moral dilemma. You gotta be forced to go over and help out the people that are causing the biggest fucking slaughter and genocide in decades. That would just be a shitty place to be, wouldn't it? The wrong place to have to follow orders. I feel for you guys, man. Trying to create a better life for your kid, and in turn just destroying your own mental stability and morals. Sucking your own soul out of your body. Terrible spot to be in, man. Eternity's a long time. You want to be a hero for Trump and Netanyahu, bro? That's on your body. That's on you and your kid's body. You want to go be a hero for them? Well, that's on you, bud. Sorry to hear that. I think I would rather work at a Buc-ee's gas station than be a serviceman or join this fucked up military. Wasn't too long ago, y'all were allowing fucking dudes to wear dresses and that bitch, you know? Just when you think it couldn't get any worse. Now you gotta go be allies with fucking genocidal assholes. Holy shit. It's a new low, baby. New low. At least during Vietnam, a lot of these people that would have been mad about it were high on drugs, you know, so they didn't really give a shit. But shit, these days, man, y'all come back from the country, man, y'all gonna have a lot of enemies, dude. There's gonna be a lot of people here in America that are Palestinian or Muslim that are gonna absolutely hate your guts, and rightfully so. choosing to serve as an ally for these genocidal psychopaths, man. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna hate you. And you can't really be mad at them, you know? Especially when you had your fucking fingers on the trigger of that drone or whatever the fuck else being used. You can't be mad at those people. They have a right to hate you. You blew up their kids. You blew little Billy's arm off. You helped those same fucking Israelis that were forcing amputations on children with no anesthesia. Thanks for your service, dude. Yeah. Fighting for the good in this world, right? That's God's people, right? Have you ever read the Bible, man? The Bible says they're allowed to genocide anybody they want. Come on. But the book says it. I took a shit yesterday and I used pages out of the Torah to wipe my ass. To be honest, it was a little rough. I like Cottonelle a little better than the Torah, but you got to do what you got to do when you're camping, you know? But the Torah does make good toilet paper. I mean, in a sticky situation, you just got to use it. There's a group of Jewish people checking into the hotel I was checking into in Pennsylvania a few weeks back, and they had their little ball sack cap on their head and stuff. I made sure to let them know that I don't support genocide or the slaughter of the Palestinians, and that if they don't fix their own fucking government, they need to get the fuck out of our country. You're fucking ours up too. Keep your fucking blood money. We don't want it. Why are there so many Jewish porn producers, man? Why? Why are there so many Jewish porn stars and porn actresses? It's God's chosen porn, I guess, huh? Why are there so many Jewish fucking executives in the rap industry pushing these dog shart ass lyrics and these fucked up white boy fucking culture Nazi fucking rappers? You know, it's just, hey, cool. Go sign a deal with them, man. Thank you for your service. I don't hate all Jews. I just hate the ones that are allowing genocide and land grabbing and plotting out land. I mean, shit. I was thinking about going to Israel, and then where all the places are getting blown up in Tel Aviv, I'm gonna start fucking picking where I'm gonna take. Like, oh, that house that right there just got blown up in Tel Aviv. That's my new house. Since they're dead, that's my land now. I'm gonna go start settling Israel. That's what we should start doing, right? Everyone needs to go to Israel where all the fucking apartment complexes get blown up and the homes and buildings in Tel Aviv. And we just need to go settle that shit. Oh, you got blown up. Get out of here. That's my land now. I'm gonna build my house right there. That's what I'm gonna do. Right? It probably wouldn't work, would it? Yeah, we're still gonna be the fucking allies of those same cuck-sucking motherfuckers. Thanks for your service. You have done Bibi Netanyahu proud. Alright.
It's not as tight as I want it to be, but she's in there. So I got one more screw to hold this side down. So I got one in the bag. Believe me, I already know I'm probably on some kind of dumbass fucking cuck watch list by these motherfuckers for speaking my mind, but I don't give any fucks. Freedom of speech still does exist, and I'm allowed to have an opinion that opposes fucking genocide and the slaughter of innocent women and children. If they want to arrest me for that, go ahead, big boy. I will never be pro-war anything in the Middle East. I don't give a fuck what kind of bullshit-ass news story you want to shove down my throat. I will never support your genocide. I will never support your fucking cowardice slaughter of innocent people while you're sitting thousands of miles away dropping fucking bombs on people. You're a fucking coward. That's why your cuck-ass fucking wife cheats on you while you're gone. While you're deployed in the fucking Middle East, that's why your wife's fucking getting dicked down by multiple other fucking people. Enjoy your fucking service. That's why your kid's not getting to see your fucking face because you're over there fighting a war for people that don't give a fuck about you, for people that think you're goyim. Congratulations, dude. You might lose your marriage and your kid to go fight a war that you got no business fighting. Congratulations. Thank you for your service. You must feel like a real fucking hero. Flip this bitch over. Oh! Love it when they work. Double check, make sure you don't have anything that's going to go through the windshield. What's going on, bud? Gonna go home now, huh? Get out of this hot ass weather. Go cool off.
Yeah, you fixing AC?
No, putting the extra cameras,
okay.
Dash cameras.
It's so hot then.
It is. Fuck. Alright. Yeah, let's get this. That's a projectile. Should be good. Can't even disagree with Trump if you're a Republican, right? When did that shit start? You can't disagree with your own political party now? That's crazy. Old Tulsi Gabbard got shut down real quick. And I'm with her, man. I don't think nukes need to be dropped. I don't think we need to be bombing anybody. But when you say anything against what our dictator Trump says, dude, you're out of there. Or your story's getting changed real fucking quick. It's sad, dude. Just tell how insecure Donald is, dude. He's the most fucking insecure white man I think I've ever seen. The most insecure rich white man I've ever seen. Holy shit. Somebody just disagrees with them, they're automatically a terrible fucking person. Alright. So the wire fell too. Oh, it's hot in this fucker. If that was an iPhone, it would have broken. But I'm not an iCuck. We do not finance $1,300 cell phones around these parts, my friend. That's dummy move. Financing an iPhone is dummy move. Fucking phone's already out of circulation by the time you pay it off, and then you're financing another fucking phone right behind it. Come on, man. Fucking 2 new features and the same UI. I'm good, dude. All positivity today. Thank you for your service. Rich elite neocons appreciate your service and contributions. That ass? All you genocidal fuckers, y'all can kiss that white fucking scrawny ass. All you genocide supporting, cuck sucking motherfuckers, you can kiss it. We don't fuck with custards around here. We don't fuck with genocidal scum around these here parts. Better take that shit back to Europe, fuck boy.
How y'all think Elon feels after getting used like a fucking tampon? Y'all think Elon feels dumb now? I bet Elon feels real fucking dumb for helping that dumb fuck get elected. Standing up there with your fist out, yeah! Freedom! Guess even the smartest of the smart get fucking turned out like a cut. Right here. All right, we are done in here. Let's snap a few pictures real quick. All right. I need some more water. Oh, look, Snap-on's here. You wanna go fuck with the Snap-on guy? I'm gonna go start asking him how much stuff is and be like, oh, that's way too high. Oh, that's overpriced. Oh, that's way too expensive. What are you, trying to rip me off for this Chinese bullshit? I saw the unbranded version of this on Amazon for $19.99. What are we thinking? Gonna fuck with him? I think I'm going to. Get some water first. Somebody in here? Hell?
What do you say? I think I'll be going tomorrow. You ever been on a Snap-on truck before?
Me?
Yeah.
Been on about 100 of them. Are they still overpriced as always?
It's not overpriced when you're the best.
Oh no, I saw the unbranded version of that right there on Amazon for $19.99.
Yeah? You show it to me and I'll give it to you.
No, that's all right. I don't use stuff like this, man.
I'll give it to you for free if you can prove that that's...
No, man. I see the unbranded version of all this on Amazon for like a third of the price, man. All right, have a good one. That's how you do it. My amigo got a kick out of that. Oh shit. Plug this cam cable in first, and we'll finish running this, and then we'll do the cam cable. Go grab a creeper. man said, have I ever been on a Snap-on truck before? Oh, shit. Snap-on man don't realize I make more money than him. Yes, because I don't look like it. I would prefer to look poor, though. Less people ask you for money when you look poor. The greedy slime bags tend to stay away. When you look like you don't got any money, they kind of leave you alone. And I was just going to buy some t-shirts. But he wanted to be a cuck. So I'll just settle for insoling them and dip it out. Mr. China fucking tool salesman over here. No Snap-on tools are made in America. It's all Chinese, rebranded bullshit. The only reason to ever buy a Snap-on is if you can't afford the tool outright, you need to finance it. Snap-on is only good for a convenience factor. Now, do some of their impacts and shit last? Yeah, I mean, for fucking $600-700, it better fucking last. And it's still made in the same Chinese factories as every other fucking impact though. Air Force One driving overhead. Trump's taking another Florida vacation down in Mar-a-Lago. Well, his Epstein associates. Somebody told me Epstein wasn't even dead. They said Trump covered up for Epstein. He's still alive out on an island fucking kids. I don't know how true that is, but it wouldn't surprise me. I'd be surprised how many of these nasty old fucking white men fake their deaths. So they can keep doing what they're doing and get away with it. Y'all know Epstein could have fucking met with Trump last week. Y'all really believe the mainstream news saying that he killed himself? I mean, who knows? Was he even in that prison? He might have been there for a few hours and then old Trumpy boy let him out. Sent him back down to the Caribbean islands. It's not hard to hide from society when you got a private island with security 24/7 now, is it? Last I checked, I was down in the Caribbean about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and there was still traffic on Little St. James Island. There was still people pulling in and out. There's still boats going there. Well, what are they doing out there on Little St. James? Same fucking shit? Yeah, of course they are. Gotta be the shadiest fucking
White House staff and fucking bullshit that I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. And I don't trust none of these motherfuckers. Shadiest administration we've had in a long time, and fuck, we just came from what? Biden and Bush and Obama? It's hard to get shadier than those three, but I think Trump took the cake. At least Obama and Biden allowed people to disagree with him, you know? Just grateful I didn't vote. I don't think that America can produce one presidential nominee that I would vote for. Because all the people choosing who the nominees are just a bunch of greedy, dumb fucking slime balls like AIPAC and fucking whatever lobbyist group you can fucking think of. We don't get to pick any legitimate candidates. You find a legitimate candidate that would be good for the position, that person will get buried in the first few weeks of prelim, or they won't even make it to the ballot. We can't have an honest fucking candidate, can we? I mean, that wouldn't make sense. People won't join the military if we have an honest president. Somebody's got to tell the puppets that they're doing good for somebody, you know? An honest person can't lie to the military and fucking tell them, hey, I appreciate you doing great service, you're doing great things. Oh, there ain't nothing you're doing that's great in the military except wasting time and fucking money. I've seen how y'all's logistics go. Let's say you get $300,000 each month for some particular fucking activity or whatever. Well, you don't spend that $300,000 this month, you won't get it next month. So what do? They'll order pallets of Oakley sunglasses, pallets of fucking Jim Beam, pallets of fucking whiskey, pallets of fucking random ass shit, pallets of Pokemon cards to spend that $300,000 just so they get that $300K next month. Because if they don't spend it this month, they're gonna cut that budget. So they gotta spend it. You know how much waste is in the military? I found that out from an actual Army logistics person. That was his entire fucking MO. That was his entire job, was logistics, ordering shit when he was deployed. Balancing those fucking budgets. And he would have to order hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of wasted fucking goods just to get that same check next month. That's how it fucking works. All the while we're over here struggling to make ends meet, can't afford a house, fucking everything's too expensive, interest rates, fucking everything's going up. And we got these dumb fucks over in the Middle East and wherever else they're fucking deployed, wasting millions of dollars a month on absolutely nothing. Proud to be an American, where at least you know Trump's free. All the elite motherfuckers can touch kids' pee-pees. You can't do shit about it, because they're better than you. But you want to keep supporting them because this place is poo. Oh, I'm a freestyle master, dude. I spit hot fire like Dylon. Dylon. How many Diddy parties do y'all think Trump went to? I'm thinking at least 4. He probably sent his daughter to a few too. Prostituted her out. Why else would Andy Dick get the idea that he could touch her on fucking The Tonight Show, you know? Y'all remember that? Kept getting all touchy-feely with her. All because he done seen her at so many sex parties that he can't even count. Be surprised how many elite politicians will sell their child out to get a fucking little bump in pay or a little bit more power in their political position. Look at all the politicians that let Biden touch their kids. George Bush is up to these days. I wonder if he's excited that we're going to war again in the Middle East. Him and his piece of shit father. Test this. We're going to turn the key on. We're going to kill the disconnect before we tie everything up. We're going to make sure it's working, and then we'll tie our extra slack up here and over there. A few loops to make. Not too big. Disconnect on. Key is on. All right, we're going to let that boot up. While that's booting up, I think I'm going to go ahead and tie this slack up because I'm pretty confident everything is going to be good to go. What was that Bruce Springsteen song? Proud to be an American, where at least child molesters are free. Is that how it goes? Y'all think Diddy was bad, y'all should look into Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg makes Diddy look like a saint. Spielberg puts Harvey Weinstein to shame. Just think about it. If we didn't fight in Pearl Harbor, how would Mark Zuckerberg own all that land in Hawaii? Come on, guys. How would Oprah be able to have a multi-million-dollar estate in Hawaii? That would never have been able to happen if we didn't fight in Pearl Harbor and drop those nukes on people, dude. They would never be able to have all that land. I mean, think about it, man. That's the price you gotta pay. Sometimes you just gotta nuke a country so your elites can fucking have land on a fucking island where they can diddle kids and get away with it. Same shit's happening down in the Caribbean every single day. Same shit that's happening in every other fucking island. Hawaii. Why rich people love islands. They can get away with the shit. Especially if they own the whole fucking island. Any parent dumb enough to send their kid out there already knew their kid was gonna get fucked. Probably got a nice little paycheck for that. Nice little monthly bonus. All those servicemen died in Pearl Harbor, so Mark Zuckerberg can have his multi-million-dollar estate in Hawaii. Thank you for your service. All right. Booted up. Let's go test our sensor. You should see that little red light flash whenever I move this. There it is. There it is. Oh yeah. So we're good to go. We'll go ahead and mount this. We do need to plug in camera 4 to port 4. I might be able to do it without pulling this seat out. Let's see. That's right. All those people died in Pearl Harbor just so Oprah and Mark Zuckerberg could have their multi-million-dollar estates in Hawaii. That's why they died in Pearl Harbor. How else would all our elite Americans have their vacation homes over there? You got to create a war so you can take over the country. That's what America does, man. What do you mean? You didn't know that? You got to pay more attention. Oprah appreciates your service. Hip Zuck appreciates your service. mean, you gotta create the war to justify invading the country, toppling the leadership, and killing everybody. You gotta have a justification for that, man. And real estate for the elite's the perfect justification, man. That's why you join the army. Protect the elite. Fuck the citizens, man. It's all about protecting the rich. What has a citizen ever done for a serviceman? Come on. What do you mean, dude? It's justified genocide. Come on. It's justified. That's Israel. It's God's people. It says in the Bible they're allowed to genocide anybody they want. I read it in a book. It's gotta be true. Dude, I gotta take a shit. I need to find a Torah to use as toilet paper. I'll be back. Kind of chopper's at. Oh, it's thank you for your service, pendejo. Thank you. Hope your plane doesn't fucking crash like the helicopter in DC. That would be unfortunate. Kill a whole bunch of civilians. Thank you for your service. All right, with that note, have a great week, guys. Stay positive. America, am I right? Fuck yeah.